Welcome to Community Action's Lunch and Learn sessions. The aim of these sessions is to present the numerous voluntary sector organisations and groups who help people with their health and mental health issues on the Isle of Wight. This first part of the session is recorded, so you're welcome to leave your cameras off if you prefer. After the presentation, you will have the opportunity to chat with the presenter. Today, I'm really pleased to say that we've got Carol from Breakout Youth. Over to you, Carol.
Thank you so much. So lovely to see as many of you as possible. Okay, so a little bit about Breakout Youth. We are the LGBTQ plus service for young people on the island and in Hampshire, aged 11 to 25. We run two groups here on the island, one younger group, one older group, because what you talk about is vastly different between the groups. So just a little bit about who we are and what we do. We are a youth group and youth worker led organisation. So we're not for profit. Everything that we have goes back into what we do. We are here for young people who are perhaps struggling socially, who are feeling perhaps more isolated than they would normally do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen just so that we can have some pointers here. And off we go. Hopefully you can all see that. So obviously the LGBT, so we've got lesbian, gay and bisexual. The T is transgender. The Q, we like to use it as questioning, but often young people use it as queer. And then the plus is for the 40 plus different acronyms that are there and out there, and it's a bit like pi 3.14, not cherry or apple. You can't remember them all, and they're constantly updating, which is really exciting. So let's move on. Let's see if I can just move that on. So the word queer, I don't know about many of you, but certainly when I was growing up, queer was a slur. Well, young people are actually owning this now, and that is just absolutely amazing. And you know, be proud of it. I love it. And a lot of my young people just say, I'm just queer. Okay, that's cool. So it's about sexuality. Now, sexuality and gender identity are two different things completely. So sexuality is who you are attracted to. So this could be romantic, physical, or sexual, or a combination of all three. We've got some flags going on there. I'm not going to go through because we haven't got an awful lot of time. Gender identity refers to how a person experiences their own gender, and this may or not match their physical anatomy or their assigned sex at birth. So these are just some questions that we can pose. Can you tell somebody's gender identity just by looking at them? What might we do if we actually dismiss that and just ask questions, talk? So cisgender, somebody who is the same sex that they were assigned at birth. Transgender is a person who does not identify with the sex they were assigned at birth. And then we have non-binary, and this is someone who doesn't feel their gender fits the binary male and female. And then this one. So this is the intersex. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing, because actually intersex is really, really important. There are over 40 different combinations of the XY chromosome. There are often intersex people who are walking around who do not realize they are. So back not that long ago, actually, only about 40 years ago, it was a case of whichever the sexual organs were shown on the outside, that is what the child was taken to be. And often they would have to undergo surgery straight away. And this was obviously medically advised. And parents were completely and utterly sort of like they were bamboozled. now there's a lot more known about it. And our intersex friends are really, really important, because sometimes they just don't know, and they feel wrong in their bodies. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. So we're here as a young person's organisation to give them guidance, support, help. We do not give medical advice. That's not our remit. We do have a counsellor that we can refer them to. We actually just have loads and loads of fun, and it becomes a real social highlight of the week. So, any questions? You're on mute.
There you go. We all do it. So I'm going to start recording now. I just feel that we can ask you just different questions much more freely if we do that. Okay. So this will be put onto the Community Action website. And you can see it again and again if you want to get anybody else to see it. So I'm turning off the recording now. And so you're welcome to use the chat, unmute yourself and ask Carol some questions.